Kamusta dollies and welcome back. So one of you guys asked me to make a no-print wedding dress. And you know what? Challenge accepted. Now fair warning, this is gonna be a long video because I ended up making 3 wedding dress for 3 different Barbies. So yeah, grab your materials and let's do this. Since this is a no-print pattern, we'll be making it from scratch. So let's start with the basic Barbie. Draw a rectangle with these measurements. Then at the bottom left corner, measure 2 inches. Call that point E. Mark 2 little dots on both its sides, 0.25 inches out. From point E, measure 0.75 inches up and make another dot, point H. Connect it back to point E and the 2 dots beside it to make the dart. Now from point F, measure 0.75 inches to the right and repeat the same thing to make the second dart. Then from point C, measure 0.25 inches inward and connect it to point A. And with that, our top pattern is done. Trace it on a fabric, not forgetting to add extra allowance, hem the top edges, and sew the darts. For the skirt, cut a fabric that is 6 by 14 inches long, hem the bottom, and cut a matching tulle for that bridal drama. Sew them together with a running stitch. Then pull the thread to gather the fabric. Attach it to the top. Add Velcro at the back. And stitch the skirt close. Now put the dress on your doll and do a running stitch at the center of the top, pulling it in to make that sweetheart neckline. Add some beads to make it fancy. And our first wedding dress is done. For our second dress, we will need to make a new top for our curvy and vintage Barbies. So same as the first one, draw a rectangle. This time, it's 1.5 by 5.5 inches long. Measure 2.25 inches at the bottom left. Add 2 dots on its sides. And measure 0.75 inches upward. And make a dart. Just repeating everything we did on the first top, just a tad longer since this is specifically for curvy and vintage Barbies. Cut the top, sew, and move on to the skirt. Fold the band paper diagonally and snip off the extra. Fold it again like a pizza slice and cut the extra panel. And with a ruler, draw a straight line at the top and bottom and cut those out. And we have our skirt pattern. Fold one side of the fabric to get a half circle skirt. Hem the bottom edges. And this time, instead of a tulle, I added lace on top of it. Cause why not? See if it's cuter. Attach them to the top. Add Velcro at the back. And close the skirt up. And like the first dress, gather the top to achieve that sweetheart neckline. And with that, our second dress is finished, giving us a different look just from changing the skirt. Now for our last wedding dress, trace your top again. Either version works. Personally, I prefer Curvy Barbie for this dress. Sew and set it aside. And let's make the skirt. Lay your doll on a paper and sketch out her hips, from the waist down to her knees. Add some allowance. And close the top and bottom with a straight line to make the pencil skirt. Cut two of that and fold one in half. Cut it into two and trace them to the paper. Add 0.25 inches of allowance on the straight side. And we have the back skirt. Trace all three on a fabric and stitch them all together. Then attach them to the top. Now grab another bond paper and fold it in half. Take the corner end and fold it diagonally. Cut that out and fold it into a triangle like this. Snip the excess paper. And like the second skirt, draw a straight line on the top and bottom. Cut those out. Fix the bad edges. And we have our circle skirt. Cut a full circle skirt. And if it's still too short, just add another half skirt to it. So onto the pencil skirt. And add velcro at the back. Stitch the dress close. And our third and last wedding dress is done. Of course, no wedding is complete without the veil. So with some thin wire, make a little headband. Then take a strip of paper and fold it a few times until it looks like this. Curve the corner edge and cut it to get an oblong shape. Use that as your tulle pattern and attach it under the headband. Sweep it on one side and carefully place it on your doll's head. And we have a veil. Fast and easy. And if you want it puffier, just make it bigger. And you're done. And that is all, my dolly friends. 3 beautiful wedding dresses for your Barbie. Let me know in the comments which one's your favorite. And until next time, thank you for watching. Paalam!